Not everyone who left was a loss. It didn't feel that way at first. When they walked away, it felt like something broke, like the air changed, like the room got colder, like I wasn't enough. I replayed conversations, looked for signs, blamed myself for the silence. I thought every goodbye was proof of failure, proof I should have tried harder, loved better, spoken softer. But time has a way of revealing truth slowly, and truth doesn't rush. Some people leave because they outgrow you. Some leave because you outgrow them. And some leave because they were never meant to stay. I used to chase closure. I wanted explanations, reasons, confessions. I wanted them to admit what I meant. But closure rarely comes from the ones who leave. It comes from within. It comes when you stop asking why they walked away and start asking why you wanted them to stay. That question changed everything. Not everyone who left was aligned with who I was becoming. Some were attached to who I used to be, the quieter version, the smaller version, the version that tolerated more than it should have. When I started setting boundaries, some people felt uncomfortable. When I stopped over-explaining, some people felt distant. When I chose peace over chaos, some people called it cold. But growth feels like betrayal to those who benefited from your lack of it. And I had to accept that. Not everyone who leaves is taking something from you. Sometimes they're removing something that was blocking you. I didn't see it then. I only felt the absence, the empty messages, the missing calls, the sudden quiet. But that quiet became clarity. Without their noise, I could hear myself think. Without their expectations, I could feel what I actually wanted. Without their presence, I rediscovered my own. Some departures are protection in disguise. Some endings are rescue missions. I thought I was losing people, but I was losing distractions, losing dependency, losing the need to be validated by those who barely understood me. And with every goodbye, something inside me shifted. I became more selective, more aware, more aligned. I stopped chasing people who walked away easily. I stopped convincing others to see my value. I stopped mistaking attention for connection. Because real connection doesn't disappear when things get uncomfortable. It stays. It communicates. It grows. Those who left taught me something powerful. If someone can leave your life without hesitation, they were never rooted deeply. And roots matter. Surface connections fade in storms. Depth survives. Not everyone who left was a loss. Some were lessons. Some were warnings. Some were reminders of what I will never accept again. And some were blessings I didn't recognize at the time. Because sometimes removal is redirection. Sometimes distance is design. Sometimes loss is liberation. I don't hate those who left. I don't resent them. They played their part. They revealed my blind spots, my attachments, my fears. And when their chapter ended, mine continued. Stronger, calmer, clearer. I no longer measure my worth by who stays. I measure it by how aligned I feel when I stand alone. I learn to appreciate absence. It creates space. Space for better conversations, better connections, better versions of myself. The ones who left made room for those who belong, and more importantly, they made room for me. Not everyone who left was a loss. Some were necessary. Some were overdue. Some were the very reason I found strength I didn't know I had. If they had stayed, I might have stayed the same. And staying the same would have been the real loss. So I released them with understanding, with gratitude, with peace. Because every exit taught me something about entry, about who deserves access, about who earns presence, about who values depth. Not everyone who left was a loss. Some were the beginning of everything I was meant to become.